So we're here talking today about a very particular piece of research, and that is the Association Innovation Study. So it was about a year ago. The National Business Aviation Association contacted me, and they asked me to conduct some innovation research for them. And what they were trying to figure out was, there's a lot of information out there on innovation, and but it's innovation by the likes of Google and Apple and Boeing and those kinds of bigger companies. And what they really wanted to know was, what does association innovation look like in particular? Do associations do innovation very differently? How do they budget for it? Who does it? Where do the ideas come from? What do you have to be successful as an innovative association? And so I was really delighted to do the first phase of that research. It was a qualitative piece of research where we found 15 highly innovative associations, and I talked to each of them for 1 hour and asked them a series of questions. The research overall was pretty amazing. One of the things that I wrestled with for a long time, I think one of the really key outcomes that I almost didn't want to believe, was the fact that you can't have an innovative association without a CEO that is wholeheartedly behind it. And the reason why that was kind of it was a tough insight for me was I sort of wanted to believe that if you were maybe a manager or a contributor and you had a really great idea, that you could bring your idea to life, and the others in the association would see that, and overall the association would move to being a more innovative association by example. But that's not what the research bared out. The research really bared out that the CEO has to be a super active contributor, and without the CEO's support, innovation goes away. And it's not even that the CEO needs to talk about it, because they do, but they need to go far more. When I say an active contributor, we found that the CEOs of successfully innovating associations, they were cheerleading, they were sometimes cajoling, they were certainly giving people the right resources, connecting people to the right people, but they really had their hands in there, and they were making sure that innovation happened at their association, and they were sort of good copying, bad copying it the whole way through the system. Now, it happens in two different ways at associations. So if you are a small association, the CEO is likely to be very involved. So the CEO probably did the first innovation project. They probably worked through the process for the very first time and outlined and defined the process. If you're a CEO at a very large association, likely you're not in the weeds at that level, but you're still very involved. So you're still very much making sure that innovation is happening. You're championing it. You're looking for where morale is low. You're trying to set the right culture, the whole 9 yards. And so that was just one of the findings. And I thought it was one of the very interesting findings, that you can't have an innovative association without a CEO behind it. And if you're interested in this report, because of MBAA sponsoring it, it is on my website for free, and you can get that. My website is smooththepath, SMOOTHTHEPATH.net. Look under resources, and you'll find the innovation study.